Corvette get away. And Byrne a little short in outer zone number 3. Outstanding battle. This is our second top 32 battle. We have 4 of them to go to make our top 16. They'll bring them back around to the starting line. Nate Healy will get his chance to lead. Brennan Byrne will chase in the Corvette.
He needs to watch his language.
No, yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Little bit. 36.
Alright, both drivers are ready.
President when I'm 35. I guarantee you.
Nate Healy going to bring us up to those initiation cones. Little bobble in the chase. Both cars are really good going through outer zone number 2 under the tree. And as they approach our last corner of the track, Byrne just a little bit behind. Healy getting all of that last outer zone. They're going to take a little lap. There we go. Much tougher battle to decide if you're a judge. They're really going to look at who is hitting the zones. The hardest part of this is for that lead car to hit the zones cleanly, fill the entire zone. It absolutely makes and breaks the decisions for the judges. I know the close proximity in the chase looks really great. It looks super cool to all of us over here. It really is that lead run that defines a lot of these battles. And especially with the chase type stuff, it's neat to be right on the door, but if you're going to be right on the door, the judges expect that throughout the entire run. They don't want to see a bobble. Not saying that either car was doing that, but those lead runs really make a difference. All 3 judges going over the video.
That's my problem. Like, door gap, door gap, door gap. Like when I like chase.
And once again, we'll run this until 2 o'clock, and then we will switch back over to our other run group. Get more ride-alongs if you've been doing that. Grab a helmet, hop in a car. You can go out on our competition course.
This is done in
ride along with the cars.
Well, 2 and 3 can go at in the next one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then me, because I'm.
While we're waiting on that decision, our judging panel today is Kyle Puckett, who has been a season champ and a 5K champ. All right, we do have a decision on this one, and moving on to the next round is Nate Healy in the 370Z. Outstanding battle. Up next, we've got Mark Bellinger Jr. in the red 350Z. He is going to lead TJ Voss out of Brainerd, Minnesota, in the purple 350Z. So we got Mark Bellinger Jr. in the red one, TJ Voss in the purple one. Bellinger going to bring us up to the initiation. Opens up a little bit of a gap on Voss. And that is about as good as the lead run gets there. Nice and fluid, hitting all the zones. Gave TJ all the room in the world to chase. That's what we stress on these lead drivers. They can't stall up. They need to keep that car moving. They need to give the chase driver every opportunity to be where they're supposed to be. Mark is super fast in that car. TJ did a great job chasing. Second half of the battle, TJ Voss, his chance to lead. Mark Bellinger Jr. with the chase.
So then you can get that speed.
A lot of angle by Voss as he heads into the initiation. Voss looking a little short in outer zone number 2. Voss gets all of that last outer zone and Bellinger right on him. Bellinger was our number 2 in points last year.
Insane chase.
Just came off a win at a 5K in Iowa. Definitely a decorated driver. Voss had his hands full through this entire battle. We'll wait for our judge's decision.
I should have the money to drive I can't afford if I crash. So don't I'll see, it's not me, I'm worried about it.
All right, moving on to the next round in the red 350Z, Mark Bellinger. All right, on the line right now in the lead position, we got Joey Albertson out of Pillager, Minnesota in the white G35. Going to get chased by Mark Bodner out of Brooklyn Park, Minnesota in the white 350Z. So we got the white Infiniti, Joey Albertson, and we got the white 350Z with that black quarter panel. We got Mark Bodner chasing. Albertson going to bring us up to initiation. Lot of angle on Albertson. Still able to keep a pretty good line. Bodner just behind him. Still a pretty good line by Albertson. Maybe a little short on outer zone number 2.
I don't think he
Bodner not letting it get away.
was a little early in it.
Solid lead, solid chase. Bodner did a good job of closing that initiation gap. We'll bring it back around. Mark Bodner will get his chance to lead. Joey Albertson will chase. This is our final top 32 battle. After this, we'll get right into top 16.
Like you said, like when you come wide out here, it is really hard to get that trip.
All right, Mark Bodner going to bring us up to the initiation cones. Oh, Bodner going to take out that first clip. Right on the door. Albertson just able to get out of the way of that transition through our power alley. Looking really good in the chase. Bodner on a good line as he heads over to outer zone number 3. What a great battle to close out our top 32. We will bring him up to the line. We will get our judge's decision.
It's so hard because you come out to that outer zone and then like you have to kind of like slow up and like come on the inside. You almost need to like slightly straight and then you start. Oh, you're just like it's me. Like why go there? I can
Another close one for the judges. Last half of the battle, the second half, was Bodner knocking over rear clip number 1, and then he may have been a little wide on that box that's right in front of the cars right now. And you do have to put the car, some part of the car, over that box. That is the dedicated line for the area between rear clip 1 and 2, which are the first things they hit on either side of the sweeper from our left to our right. Albertson did hit those clean. I think Bodner took out the first clip and then may have missed that box. Couldn't quite tell if maybe the front. I want to thank everybody for coming out to Drifting the Plains number 1, presented by Window Tint Pros. There'll be 3 DTPs this year. year.
Blowing away more so.
Along with our DT party in July. We still have our 5K in August. Drifttoberfest in October. Next weekend we have the first two rounds of our Formula Drift Pro-Am, our 4-race series. We got rounds 1 and 2 on one weekend, 3 and 4 on another weekend, and we will award a Formula Drift Pro Spec license to the winner. Our 2024 winner, Justin Ruth, just had his first round in Pro Spec in Atlanta, and is going to be headed up to New Jersey for that second round.
They do some damage.
Oh yeah.
All right, we do have a winner and headed on to our top 16 in the Infinity, Joey Albertson.
Get such good chase.
That is going to move us right into our top 16. We've got John Segla in the Magenta Corvette up against Mike Bellinger in the red Mustang. John Segla going to have the first lead.
See, I mean, like.
All right, Segla going to bring us up to the initiation. Fast initiation in the Corvette. Bellinger right behind him. Segla may be a little short on that rear clip. Late transition. Bellinger right behind him though. And into our last outer zone. Segla on kind of a midline through that last zone. Bellinger right behind him. I think there were a couple fumbles by Segla there in the fluidity of his run. Bellinger kind of a weird spot as they transitioned from the sweeper over to the scoreboard corner. Seemed like a bit of a late transition, slowed down, maybe a little too much. Mike Bellinger going to get his chance to lead. John Segla will chase the second half of this top 16 battle.
67, I think.
A lot of angle by Bellinger. Quarter panel as they pass by us. Both cars go to the outer zone number 5. Segla checks up just a little bit before outer zone number 3. They will bring it back around. We will get our judge's decision.
Was it on initiation? They couldn't touch? I don't know.
It shut down.
I didn't see this.
I don't know where that came off at.
All right, we do have a winner, and moving on to the next one. Top 8 is Mike Bellinger in the Mustang.
He already won.
He's a little short.
All right, on the line right now, we've got Ethan Reed out of Fargo, North Dakota. And that G35 sedan with yellow graphics on it. He's going to lead Zach Sarda out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, in the black Nissan 370Z. Reed took a year off of DTP competition. We actually had 3 of our champions work as judges. They took the year off from competing, but they are Sarda doing everything he can to keep up with that twin turbo 235.
Yeah.
Nice line by Reed as he goes through outer zone number 2 and over through our last outer zone 3. Maybe a little short, a little shallow in that last outer zone. It's right in front of the judges. Reed's car likes to have a competition of whether the engine or the tires can make more smoke.
I've seen that every
We're really good friends. I can make that joke. That's fine. They'll hear it on the replay, I'm sure. You'll know.
Either bull by or
Those are your type.
All right, Zach Sarda is going to get his chance to lead. Ethan Reed will chase.
if the drains
Our second top 16 battle.
or it's overfeeding the turbo, then he might be pushing some past the
Yes, when it lets off.
Fast initiation by Sarda. Sarda a little short on that transition. Reed doing a really good job to deal with that. Sarda with a good job on outer zone number 3. Reed did a great job
Sounds
chasing.
like he's trying to get his turbos to speed. But
We will see if that former champ can make it onto our top 8. Or if the 370 will dethrone that champ. So back to our judges, we got Kyle Puckett over there. We also have Eric Larson, who has 5K. We also have Bryson Metzger, who went on a tear last year. He hit quite a few podiums in his first year of competition. They are going to be making the calls today. Also, the concession stand is open if you'd like to get something to eat or drink. We got some great weather today.
that's how
I
bad
want to muff it.
it was horrific.
Just enough cloud cover, just enough warmth.
Does not sound like a fun drive.
No, I still drove. Still drifted.
Later.
We're at 2,000 RPM.
We are almost to our halfway point in this session. We're going to try to get through this top 16.
See, mine is mine's just
We also do have ND Drift merch at the announcer's trailer. We do have our 2025 hoodies and t-shirts and hats. We also have a bunch of different colors of decals. If you'd like to pick one up.
My SR20 when I got it had 62 on it, and it was not. What's the one where it's got like twin? It was like twin.
A lot going on over at the judges stand.
It wasn't journal, but it was like at least like bearing, but like definitely was not enough for that 4 cylinders. I never got looked up before I ever got chased out the tune. When they looked at the tune, it had because they're like
Also, for anybody that is watching the live stream, as we have a couple cameras around the track, we're going to work on making those permanent fixtures. So instead of just our handheld cameras, we will have fixed cameras around the track.
exchange.
And once you're going to view all the action, we will have all of those out by DTE number 2.
So I'm guessing like with flavors.
All right, judges' decision is in, and they want to see this battle one more time. Well, Ethan and Zach will take on. We'll see them in a couple battles down the road here.
I could see that.
Next on the line, we've got that white Turbo Miata Tucker Tenhoff out of St. Cloud, Minnesota. He is going to lead Alex Skrinick out of Ham Lake, Minnesota, the black Corvette, the SpongeBob Corvette. Tucker Tenhoff in the Miata going to have the first lead.
So it wasn't too bad. But I go there by myself to look at it. When I get to the house and I see the second half of the steps.
Nice and clean for those. Great line from the Miata. Going to have Skrinick playing a little bit of catch up.
I get down there.
to our pulling a little short on outer zone number 2. And he had good depth at the beginning of that last outer zone and then pulled away from it just a little bit.
He does know how to
Really strong start for Ten Hoff. Little shaky outer zone 2 and 3. But definitely Skrinick did not have the proximity that he wanted in the chase position. Bring it back around to the starting line. Alex Skrinick in the Corvette get his chance to lead. Ten Hoff in the white Miata will chase.
Yeah, but they don't have a limit on grips.
All right, Skrinick will lead us off here. Oh, and the Miata right up on the Corvette. Skrinick going to blow over the first wheel. Miata doing a great job of that big transition right along with the Corvette. Skrinick looking good through outer zone number 2, and as they get to that last outer zone, Skrinick going to fill that entire zone. The Miata right on his bumper.
Oh man. Definitely a good smack.
All right, we'll get our judge's decision here in just a minute.
At least it looks like a day.
Right after this battle, we'll get to that one more time between Reed and Sarda. Also, if you get a chance, we do have Prospect driver Cody Buchanan on the grounds as well. He has his Prospect car, his comp car, over in the pits. Please take a chance to go look at that car, talk to Cody. I know they're selling merch over there. Grab some of that 272 gear. But absolutely, go say hi, take a look at the car. The car is sitting in, I think he's in third place right now in points after one event. But he is looking to get that pro card this year. We'll see him in pro very soon. Yeah, when you get a chance, stop over at the 272 tent, show some love, grab some gear. All right, judge's decision is in, and we are going to see this one more time as well.
Wow.
All right, back to the starting line. We've got Ethan Reed in the blue and yellow G35. He is going to lead first. Zach Sarda in the black 370Z going to chase. And we'll see if we can get a winner for this top 16 battle.
I got way too close to you and I couldn't even sign it. But I'm like, I saw that you didn't transition right. And I'm like, okay, something's wrong. And then everybody comes back. And
All right, here we go.
I'm like,
Reed going to bring us into the initiation cones.
person looks at you pointing my card out. Right off the front edge. So that's
Sarda just behind him. Oh, Sarda going to short that corner just a little bit going into outer zone number 1. And Reed may have shorted outer zone number 2 just a little bit. Pretty good lead by Ethan Reed. Couldn't tell as he went out under that tree.
Couldn't follow him.
Didn't look like he was all the way out there, but I might not have had the best view. Sarda a little bit behind especially after the big transition from the sweeper to the scoreboard corner, was definitely short as they reached out for outer zone number 2. I don't know if he got any of it on his way through.
Came up behind him with the Corvette. It's like,
All right, Sarter going to lead, Ethan Reed going to chase.
Yeah.
one or the other. That's why I hated Judge so much.
I knew that, okay, like, not all once, because, like, it was the same layout. And the person, like,
Right on the corner panel. He wants to make a statement to the judges. Sarda definitely showing outer zone 2. And Reed just glued to that 370 the entire way. He does not want another one more time. He wants to make it to the top 8.
Because it's not my tire and I went flat, I got called out. So I'm like, okay. After that one, I just went, yeah, I'm just like,
it does.
big time. And especially, you know, I should know this all. That's 4 to 5 horsepower officer. Big loud heatings. That's the rate. I mean, granted,
Another tough one for the judges. A lot to look at. Good runs by both drivers. They really have to nitpick who hit the zones in the lead, how proximity was on the chase. From the judges.
I watched it 12 times just to see. You can see his tires get the forward momentum before starting to move.
All right, judge's decision is in. We're going to see him one more time. They cannot make a decision on this one. It is just too close.
Yeah, in a row.
We've got Jeff Fink out of Farmington, Minnesota in the Chameleon Paint or Wrap 350Z. He is going to lead Nate Healy out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota in the Black 370Z. Jeff Fink going to bring us up to that initiation cone. Out to that second rear clip. And Healy with a bit of a bobble in the chase, just as make it out on our cone. Little shakiness from each driver, both lead and chase. Nothing super solid. Quite a few mistakes made. We're going to retrieve that cone. Nate Healy going to have the lead on the second half of this battle. Fink will chase. Get the course all reset. I'm not sure whose fault that was. Just as they were leaving the scoreboard corner, outer zone 1, as they were approaching the under the tree outer zone 2, I couldn't tell if Jeff Fink slowed up, but Nate Healy definitely hit the brakes, let off in the chase position, and then just kind of got left, and it looked like he straightened out. And that's when he took the cone with him just after outer zone 2. All right, Nate Healy going to take us up to the initiation cone. Jeff Fink going to chase. Healy nailing the first 2 rear clips. Got a good car, 2 cars on Jeff Fink, and Fink going to straighten out in outer zone number 1. Healy going to get all of outer zone number 3. And that straightening by Fink will zero out of that chase. We will see if that reflects in the judge's decision. That will be a big part of it for sure.
Unless you get someone to spin behind you. Yeah. On the next run, doing something dirty.
Second half of that battle, Healy definitely was on a great line, and Fink just could not close that car, 2-car gap. Not sure what happened over in the scoreboard corner, but just straightened out, kind of wasn't really worth it after that. Once you straighten, it is pretty much a 0 on that. But the judges definitely have something to look at here.
Guess you gotta double check to make sure it's not anything on the new driver.
Don't forget the concession stand is open. If you'd like to get something to eat or drink. We'll be switching run groups here in about 20 minutes. We'll get over to that Group 2, Group 3. If you'd like to get a ride along with one of those drivers, we do have a stand set up. All right, and moving on to our top 8 is Nate Healy in the black 370Z. On the line right now, we've got Elijah Van Natter in the blue BMW out of Baxter, Minnesota. Going to get chased by Mark Bellinger Jr., the red 350Z out of Welch, Minnesota. Van Natter going to bring us up to the initiation cones. Great for the first 2 rear clips. Outer zone number 3. What a great battle. Outstanding lead, outstanding chase. They'll go back around to the starting line. They'll switch them up. Bellinger will lead. Van Natter will chase. All right, we're all ready to go. Second half of this top 16 battle. Mark Bellinger Jr. going to bring us up to the initiation. Big flight by Bellinger. Not letting the 350 out of his sight. If we have 3 or 4 or 5 zones out there, who hit the most as cleanly as they could, filled the zone, did what they were told to do. That chase, they want proximity, and they want consistent proximity. They don't want you on the door and then a car back and then on the door and then a car back. They would rather have you 3 feet off the car the entire time. There was great proximity for both drivers, and they do want to find a winner unless they just can't, and that's when we will get something like one more time. But you know, we are looking for who did it best, who deserves that win. They're looking for all the mistakes that were made. I also like to give a shout out to one of our sponsors and somebody that has worked with us for quite a while, Isaac Vraspier, also known as Sketty Odin. He is the man behind our live feed and our stream. We are making it better and better every year. We really want to put out a great product with that, and very excited to get the camera system up. He is working so hard to get everything going. Trying out some new stuff today, and all seems to be working so far. Cross our fingers. But yep, thank you very much, Isaac, and thank you very much, Tom, for working with us. She is operating the live stream camera today. Thank you to everybody involved for helping us get this camera system open. We're looking to improve it within the next month. Make our live stream as good as it can be. We appreciate everybody that subscribes to that. Also, big shout out to Window Tin Pros. They are our title sponsor for GTB #1. Tom Marks and his crew over on Main Avenue. Please go over there for anything you might need, window tint or auto accessories. All right, we do have a winner, and moving on to our top 8. In the Red Z, Mark Bellinger Jr. That's going to bring us back to our one more time between the white Miata of Tucker Tenhoff and that black Corvette of Alex Skrinick. We will see if we can find a winner in this top 16 battle. Tenhoff with the lead, Skrinick with the chase. drop on the transition. Going into outer zone number 1. Skrinick right on the bumper of that Miata. Little dirt drop by Skrinick. Going through that front clip. Good lead, good chase. Couple mistakes made by both drivers. Right back around to the starting line. Skrinick will get his chance to lead. 10 off the chase. Got to get a cone back in place. All right, we are ready to go. Approval of both drivers. Send them on their way. Alex Skrinick going to lead Tucker Tenhoff, second half of his top 16 battle. Tenhoff right on the bumper of that Corvette. Little dirt drop by Skrinick in the Corvette. Looking really good into outer zone number 1. And Tenhoff knocking on the door. Great chase by Tucker Tenhoff. Alex Skrinick on a very good lead run, but Tenhoff in that Miata just flew to the Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
Little cool down lap. And we'll see if we can find a winner.
Yeah, exactly. I won't lie, they are great.
Also, while we're waiting for the result of this battle, we did get word that Shane Durkheising will not be able to take the track. Demas Riddick will respond to the top 8. Big high run right on the next round. Yep, Shane Durkheising, mechanical failure, will not be able to take the track. Also, group 2 and 3, you can head up to staging whenever you'd like. 2 and 3, you can head up to staging whenever you'd like. We will run you. Also, if we do end up running over just a little bit, we will make that up to you later in the day. We will get you back your time for your run group. We are going to try to complete this top 16 before break. All right, we do have a winner, and moving on to the next round in the white Miata, Tucker Tenhoff. So after that one more time, we've got a second one more time. These guys just getting their money's worth on track time. We've got Ethan Reed in the lead. We got Zach Sarda in the chase, but you already know that. We're going to see good through rear clip 1 and 2. Oh, a little drop by Sarda. He is going to spin. Got that rear tire in transition. That will zero out his chase. We will see if we can bring it to outer zone number 3. All right. Let's get them out of earshot. So the thing is, Ethan Reed may not know what happened behind him, unless he has someone in his ear talking to him. Sometimes they do have comms with their spotters. So although we saw it, we don't know if he saw it. I don't believe he can really hear me in the car. Yeah, Sarda knows what happened. So Sarda definitely hoping Reed does something wrong here. Zach Sarda going to bring us up to initiation. Second half of this second one more time battle. And he pretty much straightened out. He might not have stalled up, lost all the fluidity of the run. Reed having a problem behind him. Okay, now this got interesting. I don't know if Reed had a mechanical failure. Typically, he would reinitiate. I think Reed did have a mechanical failure. So, we're going to wait for the judges. We're going to see what happened with, whatever. Judges have to look at what happened with Sarda right on initiation as he got past rear clip number 1. He had a lot of angle, not a lot of momentum. I can't tell if he 100% straightened out, but he definitely stalled up, lost all the momentum, and now it's coming against him quite a bit. Judges counted that as a 0. Reed will have a 0 for falling out of drift, straightening right after outer zone number 1. Even if he had mechanical failure, that really doesn't matter. He'll have whatever time it is until, if this gets called one more time, we'll see. Had Reed made a clean chase run, I think it was pretty apparent that he would be gone. But the judges have that final decision. Had a 0 in their chase. I think the big decision is whether they're going to count Sarda as a 0 in his lead. It didn't look like it straightened out completely, but it was close. After this, we do have 2 more battles, and we will finish up our top 16. We will get to group 2 and 3. Group 2 and 3, you can head up to staging. All right, we do have a decision. We have somebody moving on to the next round, and it is Ethan Reed in the G35. He is the winner. We will see if mechanically if he can make that next round, but he did win the battle.
That'd be me in a competition.
On the line right now, we've got Dan Flowers in the lead in that G35. Going to be chased by Roman Kifyak in that silver 350Z. And Roman is a little out of place. He should be back on that quarter panel. having a bunch of issues in that chase position. A solid lead run by Flowers, nothing outstanding, but it looked like he was hitting zones. A little shallow on outer zone 3, but a lot of issues for Kifyak in the chase. Kifyak will get his chance to lead. Dan Flowers will chase second half of this top 16 battle. After this, we have one top 16 before we switch back to our run groups. Roman Kifyak going to bring us up to initiation. A lot of angle out of Kifyak. Flowers going to spin. Kifyak will continue on that run. Flowers will move out of the way. And Kifyak going to spin going into outer zone 1. They'll bring him back around to the starting line. We'll get our judge's decision. I believe that will be a 0 in both the lead and chase for Kifyak. All right, and moving on to our top 8 in the G35, we've got Dan Flowers. We'll see if the cars waiting to get on the track realize they have to move first so the other cars can leave. Oh, we got a standoff. Yep, single lane road there, fellas. All right, heading out onto the track right now. We've got Matt Haugen out of Scottsdale, Arizona in the borrowed 350Z convertible. Going to lead Joey Albertson out of Pillager, Minnesota. You may know Matt Haugen from his YouTube internet fame. He was a former professional driver in Formula Drift Japan. He is going to be at our Pro-Am next week trying to get his FD license in the United States. But he broke his car yesterday, so he has a borrowed 350Z. By Haugen. Good line, might have slowed up just a little bit. Right on the bumper. Just pushing that 350Z along. Good run by both drivers, not bad for a borrowed car. Yep, got a whole second half of Matt. All right, we'll bring it back around. Joey Albertson will lead. Matt Haugen will chase. Group 2 and 3, you should be up at grid. Group 2 and 3, you can go up to grid. This is our last battle, and we'll get you on track. All right, Albertson going to bring us up to the initiation code. Haugen going to chase. A lot of angle by Albertson. Haugen able to stay in drift. Really had to slow that 350 down. Haugen going to do a little bit of a dirt drop. Not sure if he was given room by Albertson or not. And Haugen falling back just a little bit after outer zone number 2. We will bring him around. We will get our judge's decision. All right, we'll bring him around. We'll get our judge's decision. We will close out our top 16. laps 2 and 3 up on the track. You can grab ride-alongs with them. Concession stand is open if you'd like to grab something to eat or drink. Also, we got that ND Drift merch at the announcer's trailer. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and decals. We do have Hot Wheels to give away too. Maybe we'll do that right after top 16. For any of the kids that are here, we will have free Hot Wheels. We will announce that as soon as we know that we're going to do that. Maybe that is a good time right after top 16. Once again, we'd like to thank Window Tint Pros. They are our DTV1 title sponsor. Just about done. In all fairness, they do have a tough job out there. They do look over the video. They want to make sure all the drivers get a fair chance to win. All right, the decision is in, and they are going to have to see this one more time.
Okay,
I think we have a D-bead, so we're going to have to look into that.
see you on the next one. I'm going to go.
All right, we'll get them off track.